AITA for arguing with my wife over household chores. I 35 meters found myself in a heated argument with my wife 32F over our responsibilities for household chores. Let's call my wife Sarah. Sarah and I have been married for 5 years, and while we generally have a strong and loving relationship, tensions have been running high lately due to our differing opinions on household duties. As both of us work full-time jobs, we've always strived to divide household chores fairly to ensure that neither of us feels overwhelmed or overburdened. However, in recent months, I've noticed that I've been taking on a disproportionate share of the household responsibilities, including cooking, cleaning, and laundry. Feeling frustrated by the imbalance, I decided to confront Sarah about my concerns and suggest that we reassess our approach to household chores. I tried to communicate my feelings calmly and constructively, emphasizing the importance of teamwork and cooperation in maintaining a harmonious household. To my surprise, Sarah reacted defensively to my suggestion, accusing me of being insensitive and unappreciative of her efforts. She argued that she already does her fair share of chores and that I was exaggerating the extent of my contributions. Our conversation quickly escalated into a heated argument, with both of us feeling hurt and misunderstood. As the argument continued, we both said hurtful things that we later regretted, and the atmosphere in our home became tense and strained. Despite our efforts to reconcile and find a resolution, we struggled to see eye to eye on the issue, leading to further conflict and resentment. In the aftermath of our quarrel, I couldn't help but question whether I was the asshole for arguing with my wife over household chores. While I believe that it's important to address issues of fairness and equity in a relationship, I wonder if I could have approached the situation differently and avoided escalating the conflict. Now, I'm left grappling with the consequences of our argument and wondering how we can move forward and find a compromise that works for both of us.
Let's get to the comments.
No, you're not the asshole for addressing the issue of household chores with your wife. It's important for partners to communicate openly about their responsibilities and work together to find a fair and equitable division of labor. However, the way in which the conversation escalates into a heated argument might be something to reflect on. Arguments are a natural part of any relationship, but it's crucial to approach them with empathy, understanding, and a willingness to listen to each other's perspectives. Perhaps finding a calm and non-confrontational way to discuss the issue could lead to a more productive conversation and help avoid hurtful words and resentment. Moving forward, consider scheduling a time to have a calm and constructive conversation with your wife about household chores. Focus on finding common ground and working together to find a solution that satisfies both of your needs and preferences. Remember, a healthy relationship is built on communication, compromise, and mutual respect.
Next comment.
Navigating household chores can be a touchy subject for many couples, and it's understandable that tensions can arise when there's a perceived imbalance in responsibilities. In this situation, it seems like both you and Sarah were feeling overwhelmed and frustrated, leading to a heated argument. It's important to communicate openly and respectfully with your partner about your concerns, but it's also crucial to approach these conversations with empathy and understanding. Perhaps taking a step back to listen to Sarah's perspective and validate her feelings could help ease tensions and facilitate a more productive discussion. That said, arguing with your wife over household chores doesn't necessarily make you the asshole, especially if you were genuinely trying to address a legitimate issue in your relationship. However, it's essential to reflect on how you handled the situation and consider if there are more constructive ways to address conflicts in the future. Ultimately, finding a compromise that works for both you and Sarah is key to maintaining a healthy and harmonious relationship.
Next story.
I 32 meters found myself in an unexpected situation when my wife 30F, let's call her Emma, became upset with me over a dream I had. Emma and I have been married for 3 years, and while we've had our fair share of disagreements, this one caught me completely off guard. One morning, Emma woke up visibly upset and distant, refusing to speak to me or make eye contact. Confused by her behavior, I asked her what was wrong, but she simply shook her head and continued to ignore me. It wasn't until later that day that she finally opened up about the source of her frustration. It turned out that Emma had a vivid dream the previous night in which I was unfaithful to her. In her dream, she caught me cheating with a coworker, and the betrayal felt so real that it left her feeling hurt and betrayed upon waking up. While I sympathized with Emma's feelings and understood that dreams can sometimes feel incredibly lifelike, I couldn't help but feel frustrated by her reaction. After all, it wasn't like I had actually cheated on her in real life, so why was she punishing me for something that happened in her dream? I tried to reassure Emma that her dream wasn't a reflection of reality and that I would never betray her trust in such a way. However, she remained distant and cold, unable to shake off the lingering feelings of hurt and distress that the dream had stirred up. Feeling unfairly judged and misunderstood, I couldn't help but wonder if I was the asshole for Emma's reaction to her dream. While I understood that her emotions were valid, I couldn't shake off the sense of frustration and injustice at being blamed for something that happened entirely in her subconscious mind. Now, I'm left grappling with how to navigate this unexpected conflict in our relationship and reassure Emma of my love and commitment to her, both in her dreams and in reality.
Let's get to the comments.
In this situation, it's understandable that you feel frustrated and unfairly judged by your wife's reaction to her dream. While dreams can sometimes feel incredibly real, it's important to recognize that they are products of the subconscious mind and not reflective of actual events or intentions. However, it's also crucial to empathize with Emma's perspective and understand that her feelings of hurt and betrayal are valid, even if they are based on a dream. Dreams can evoke strong emotions and stir up insecurities, and it's natural for Emma to feel upset by the content of her dream, regardless of its basis in reality. In this situation, it's essential to approach the conversation with empathy and understanding, rather than defensiveness or frustration. Reassure Emma of your love and commitment to her, both in her dreams and in reality, and validate her feelings while gently reminding her that dreams do not reflect your true intentions or actions. It may also be helpful to discuss any underlying insecurities or concerns that Emma may have, and to work together to address them in a constructive and supportive manner. By approaching the situation with patience, empathy, and open communication, you can navigate this unexpected conflict in your relationship and strengthen your bond with Emma.
Next comment.
In this scenario, it's understandable that you would feel frustrated and unfairly judged by Emma's reaction to a dream. Dreams are often beyond our control and don't reflect reality. However, it's important to acknowledge and validate Emma's feelings, as they are real to her, even if they stem from a dream. You made efforts to reassure Emma of your loyalty and commitment, which is commendable. However, it's also important to communicate openly with her about how her reaction made you feel and to express your perspective calmly and empathetically. Reassure her that her dream doesn't change your feelings for her and that you are committed to working through any insecurities or doubts she may have. Ultimately, while you may feel frustrated by the situation, it's crucial to approach it with empathy and understanding. It's not about assigning blame, but rather about supporting each other through moments of vulnerability and uncertainty in the relationship. Therefore, you're not the asshole for Emma's reaction, but it's essential to address the situation with empathy and open communication to navigate through it together.